Brandon here, time of SexxxPerTease. Today's question is, how do you look for a boyfriend? I don't know if anyone really has like the real answer for that, because I feel like there is no way to just determine like, ooh, this guy's boyfriend material, or no, this guy isn't. And honestly, like, my last relationships, I feel like both my last relationships pretty much started with like, it was supposed to be a hookup, and then it's like, boom, it just blossomed into more. And that's, I feel like a lot of people's stories. It's like, I honestly feel like the best relationships start when you don't go into it with any expectations, and you do just decide to like go meet someone new, let loose, have fun, embrace it, and aren't being like, you need to meet all this criteria, or like you have to do this, this, and this to get to this, this, and that. It's just kind of like, when you do all that, you're just setting yourself up for failure and disappointment. Like, if you want a boyfriend, if you want a relationship to last, if you want things to work out, you really just have to go into it without preconceived notions. Like, you just have to be like open to whatever happens. You have to be open to the possibilities. Like, of course you shouldn't like put up with a bunch of crap, or like put up with a bunch of dumb stuff that you know is a deal breaker for you. But I just feel like if you are being serious about looking for a boyfriend, then you should, I guess, present yourself in that way. Like, of course, like, the times that started off as a hookup and blossomed into more, it wasn't just like, you come over, we hook up, and you leave. Like, there's actually like getting to know each other. There's lots of chatting. There's lots of pillow talk. There's actually just like a connection, a communication. You feel like a spark. You feel comfortable. You feel at ease with this person, that you want to open up to them, that you want to spend time with them, that you want to hook up with them and have intimacy and passion. But it's not just like, we have sex and then boom, you leave. Like, obviously that's not how any of my hookups turn into relationships, or how I've even had like a good connection with like a friend with benefit. Like, usually all the encounters that are the best ones are the ones where we can talk, we can communicate, we can open up to each other. We feel that comfort from this stranger, that we feel like we can actually are being genuine with each other and telling each other the truth, and actually getting to know each other on a real level that's more than just sex. So if you are just looking for sex, like, obviously that's not going to develop into anything unless you are actually taking time to get to know each other, ask questions, have conversation. Like, I just feel like it annoys me whenever people are like, call like Grindr and Jack like hookup apps, because I mean, like, yeah, most people probably are hooking up, but honestly, like, it's way easier to hook up than to go on a date, because it's like, dates have more expectations. You have to have money, you have to like plan, you have to like meet up in mutual place, you have to get dressed up, hopefully. And yeah, so it's just easier to be like, okay, you're hot, let's hook up. Okay, so that's like, obviously that's the most common interaction is going to be happening, is hooking up. But like, I've still had most of my dates I've ever had in my life are guys I met on Jack'd and Grindr. So like, obviously you can go on dates, and I don't like to call them hookup apps because I do use them for dating. My relationships, both relationships I've ever been in, started on Jack. So it's like, I just feel like just calling it a hookup app dismisses the possibilities of dating, but I feel like calling it a dating app at least encompasses more than just hooking up. Because if you just call it like a sex app or a hookup app, it just seems like nobody can do anything but hook up. But it's like, people make friends on apps, they make networking opportunities. I've gotten job interviews from apps. Like you, they're what you make out of them. But if you are legitimately trying to look for a boyfriend, I feel like it starts with you. Like, when you go out, how you look, make sure you're presentable when you go out, make sure you aren't like closed off and unapproachable, which is really easy to do most of the time, especially like being a northerner. I just feel like everyone usually is just like, mind my business, I tell my vision, I'm trying to get where I need to go. So you're not really usually like making eye contact. And also, people are just really aggressive and scary, especially like women getting harassed and like attacked by saying no to men. So just kind of like, it's scary approaching people in person, and it's scary being approached by people in person, because then it's like, if you're not interested, it's like, you basically have to act like you're fake interested and then hope to like be able to block them as soon as you get away from them. But it's just like, it's scary out here. Like, but I feel like you just need to make sure you look cute, feel confident, are approachable, and just being open and friendly. But also, of course, have your wits about yourself and protect yourself. But you just need to be more open. And I feel like with your dating apps, just put more effort into your pictures. I like to update my pictures every 5 days. Like I just alternate and switch between different apps because I take a lot of pictures. So like I like to show them all off. And honestly, when you do switch up your pictures, you get more messages. Like it's always worked for me because it like makes people think you're like new. Like people that didn't see your picture before are like, ooh, who's that? Even though it's like you've had your profile's been there this entire time, but you just switch up your pictures. So like that definitely gets more people looking at you and noticing you and interested in you. So I definitely would keep your pictures updated. Make sure you have good angles, good lighting, and have a face because I can't stand faceless profiles. And yeah, like just make sure your stats are accurate and also just make your profile cute. Like I think it should be short and simple and to the point because that's how I like to operate. I feel like it's good to just not have anything negative. Like never say what you don't want, just say what you do want because projecting negativity is not attractive. So I feel like if you are trying to look for someone that's going to be interested in you, you don't want to come off across as a negative person that's like, I don't like guys like this, I don't like guys like that. Like just say what type of guy you're looking for and then you will attract the ones that you're looking for. I mean, people also don't read, so sometimes they'll just message you over a picture, but whatever. Make sure your stats are accurate, because honestly, you want to find someone that actually wants you for you. Like, lying about your age, your height, your weight is not going to find legitimate love. Like, that's catfishing and fraud. That's not a good way to be in a relationship. Like, lying just never create a healthy, long-lasting relationship. So just be honest. Just be honest about what you want. Be honest about who you are. Be honest about what you like. And that is the best way to find someone that is going to genuinely like you for you, because you are presenting your real, honest, and authentic self. And just be open-minded. Like, don't be a bitch, like, which is the hardest part. But I mean, I feel like I am someone that can be definitely a huge bitch, but I just feel like I still am very approachable, and I feel like I'm open and honest, and I like to meet new people. I like to talk to new people. So you just have to be open to communication and chatting, and like, yeah, you can just like ignore the guys that you are not going to be interested in, but also just like make sure you're also messaging guys too. Like, you can't just be submissive and like wait for guys to approach you. Like, you have to go after what you want and who you want if you're going to get it. Like, closed mouths do not get fed. So you got to put in the effort to put yourself out there and to make sure you are trying to get what you want and who you want to be with. So it's all down to you to put in the effort to make sure you are making it happen. So in terms of looking for a boyfriend, just look cute and approachable when you go out in person, and look cute and approachable on your dating apps as well, and make sure you're putting an effort to communicate and message people too, and not just waiting for people to come to you. So thanks for joining me for this episode of SexxxPerTease.